Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me. We are getting into some more Doom 2016 here, picking up where we left off, chasing after Olivia towards the Argent Energy Tower and her upcoming plans. So, I should note that as we get into these next few levels here, guys, this is actually my second attempt recording this part of the game. The first video I did really did not come out in good quality, so I decided to re-record this part. I felt that that was only fair. To kind of meet my own standards here. I am very excited to get back into this. The technical problems I was having kind of stalled my desire to make videos until I properly figured out what was going on, because I didn't want any more issues coming up and realizing them after the fact, which is what happened last time making the part for Doom. Was that everything seemed to be okay until I actually went back and watched it, and then I determined that there was some serious problems with the frame rate and everything like that, and I don't really know what happened. Hopefully things are fixed up and good to go getting back into this, because I would really like to get back to making videos. I had a lot of fun with the parts I did play for Doom that we're going to get back into, and getting into other games on top of that as far as the channel goes. I'm excited to kind of get back into it and keep it going for you guys. So let's jump into it. Oh, it's the Argent Tower. What did I say? Argent Tower? Whatever. Anyway. Okay. So, um, I'm not really sure how this is gonna look, because I did like a mission select thing, so I'm not really sure what's gonna be in the level. Since I've technically already gone through this to begin with. Let me see here kind of where I'm at with my stuff. I'm guessing I probably have the upgrades and all the things that I found. It kind of looks like it's like the rune trials and stuff there. So maybe I'll kind of see if I can reduce some of it. If not, I apologize for that. Just kind of is what it is with it. I still think it's worth it to actually go through the parts again and them despite that. Part of it is because it just is good fun. I mean, it's just entertaining as hell. Oh yeah? Tell me more about that. Okay, I sure missed that. Jesus. Nah, somebody really fucking sick in the head made the super shotgun. And I'm glad they did. Yeah, welcome back to Doom, guys. I'm glad to be making a video here again. Hopefully this comes out alright, because I don't want to have to replay this section for a third time. Although, you know, like I was saying before, in my previous attempt, which I now realize is lost, to me, this isn't really so much about the story of Doom. Like, I kind of get the point of this, and we're going to get into more of it here a little bit. But for the most part, I think the thing that makes this entertaining is actually the gameplay. Shit, speaking of that, I missed. Okay. Get your ass up there, Doom guy. God damn it, idiot. What the f... Motherfucker. Jesus Christ, that was an endeavor. Alright. Anywho. So, we're gonna get into some interesting things here, guys, because I know what's coming up now for the most part. It has actually been a couple weeks since I last played it. But as far as the gist of it, I know what's coming. And it was really interesting playing through it the first time there, and seeing some of the contrast of the levels. First things first here. Let me kind of get through the platforming again. I thought that this was a really unique thing with the double jump being introduced again. Ah, fuck. Is that what happens when you fall past a certain point? You just... you just turn into chunks? Okay, well now I know. Alright. That's, no, that's definitely something. Okay. Alright, I'm off of my game a little bit. What can I say? It's been a while since I've recorded. In fact, frankly, in that time, I haven't really played a lot of any games, to be honest. Kind of been busy with some stuff, and then the technical problems that I ran into kind of made me lose my motivation to make videos for a bit until it was solved. Hopefully things come out okay with this. I appreciate you guys' patience with it. I'm sorry that I didn't kind of give you more of an update along the way as far as what was going on. I kind of figured that, you know, realistically, there's... I mean, I appreciate you guys watching, but realistically, I figured that there's not a ton going on as far as the channel normally where my absence would be tremendously felt. Even for, you know, a couple weeks or whatever it was. But for those of you who are excited to see the videos or who are waiting eagerly, I appreciate your patience. I'm glad to be back. Hi. Okay, there we go. What's that one? What's that there? Did I find this last time? I don't remember. Sure. Thanks, Mr. Robot. Where's the, it's kind of the map here or whatever. Yeah, did I get this last time? It doesn't look like I did. Something else over here. Cool. Well, there we go. I guess so. I guess it kind of was worth it. Let's see here. What is that? What is that I'm missing? Is it armor? Ah, whatever. Okay, let's see here. There she is. Okay, what is going on with this thing? What is this?
It's an Argent accumulator she's carrying. She'll try to use it to open a portal manually.
Oh boy, she sure will. I can't wait for that.
Non-functional. The connection to their dimension is still viable. We are at great risk, Dr. Hayden.
Okay, so the point of the last part was essentially deactivating the energy for this tower here. And now, so what she's doing, I guess, instead is she's using this other device or something to that effect. Thanks. I already have this one, but the ammo's nice. Now she's using this thing to activate a portal to hell and bring in more demons or something to that effect. What is this one again? This is the teleporter, right? I think the fuck not. One of the things I found fascinating that I discussed in my previous attempt was the concept of, like, weapon damage and certain weapons being more effective on certain demons. And I don't know if that's actually a mechanic within the game or not. Outside of kind of like a general sense of, like, shotguns are better at close range. And, you know, the basics of that, like any kind of shooter. But what I wonder if they've done in Doom, and maybe you guys know this more than I do, is whether or not like, certain weapon types do more against certain demons. Like, if the plasma rifle does more against the, you know what I mean? We're gonna come across it, but like the Mancubus or something like that, right? Or versus the shotgun, which is better against the teleporting thing I just killed. I'm not really sure. I don't see any indication for that, but I'm kind of curious if that's a mechanic within the game and if it has that kind of depth. Ah, shit. Okay, I believe this is the way to go here. Thanks. You think I would know having played this already? Okay, we're on the right track. There it is.
Presence at unsafe level. Lockdown in effect.
That's a fun one. Excuse me, sorry, coming through. Oh, Jesus. Hey, relax. Let's get out of my way.
Demonic presence eliminated.
Real nice.
Disengaged.
Okay, so this has a fair amount of like platforming to it here. I thought this was actually kind of an intriguing session or section. Section. Yeah, it's a really fun session. This is an interesting part. I don't remember exactly where the oh goddamn idiot. Let's see here. It's kind of the way to do it again. I think you gotta, that's it right there. You need that. Yeah, I gotta get back up to that thing. So, I don't recall when exactly in the part you got the double jump. I already have it because I already played through it, but I thought that was a really neat idea, and I was just like, oh, I came across a pair of shoes. And it's an interesting idea that it wasn't by default, and it's something you had to kind of find later, that kind of upgrade. And I'm kind of wondering if you go back and play the other parts like I'm doing now with this, because I notice you still have it. If there's other sections of the game that are, like, have more things to them with the double jump. I didn't really think about that when I was playing it before. But coming back to this now and replaying it, like the idea of getting other kinds of secrets and stuff as a result of this mechanic, because it wasn't introduced at the beginning of the game. Let's see. How did I do this last time? There you are.
safe levels. Lockdown.
No, I bet it is. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. The fuck out of my way. I don't give a shit about the little fucking... Ah, never mind. You know what? It doesn't matter. The point is that it's dead.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
Well, that's great. No, really. I'm so happy.
The road to hell is paved by Argent Tower.
Yeah, you don't say. Did I miss this last time? Maybe. I don't remember. Gee, thanks. I'm still a believer that the armor is not the way to go because you just don't come across it frequently enough to justify what I assume is an increase to like 75 or whatever. Like, this is kind of an anomaly because I waited until the end for all of it to be here. But I just don't see the point in that compared to health. Oh, I missed it. I missed the ride, damn it. Or ammo, which obviously has various sources and everything, and I don't know. I think it's a neat idea, but to me it seems pretty clear that that's kind of the short end of the stick, as it were. Like, I just don't see the reason to take that unless there's some kind of meta I don't understand where armor overall is more efficient, despite I think it being more rare than health. Maybe. I don't know the numbers as far as the Doom meta, but I can't imagine that it's better than the other two. Oh shit, where are we going? See, this is an interesting thing with the platforming. That's fun. Oh shit. That's not what I was expecting. I've played this before already, and I still don't know all of this. Alright, you look dangerous, though. I think I can recall enough about that. There he goes. Oh, just barely. I'm trying to get this double trouble thing where I can, because I imagine this upgrade has got to be really good. I don't have the most opportunities just kind of off of an initial glance, though. Excuse me. Hey, listen, relax. Just trying to get up the goddamn stairs. Oh, that... Okay, see, this is one of the runes, and I already did that, though. So now what? I don't really need to be here, do I? No? Is this not it? Maybe not. Oh. I guess not.
You cannot stop me from claiming what I am owed! What I was promised!
What does that even mean? I don't give a shit about any of that.
Welcome to the UAC, opening the gates of hell with a key to the future.
No, really, what a slogan.
This is not the end! It's only the beginning!
See, this business perplexed me when I played this before. So, what I don't understand, like, Olivia doesn't appear in the next level, and I don't know what happens after that, admittedly. But what I don't understand is if the character is now truly gone. Like, what was the point of that exactly? Like, because it seemed to me that she just sacrificed herself to open up this portal, which is all well and good. But I expected her to be more of a villain throughout the story, to be more consistent. But it appears to me that she's just dead. You know, 3 parts in or whatever we're at. Like, I just don't understand that. I'm really curious getting into the next part eventually if she's gonna make another appearance or if there's more to that was going on there. Because, like, that's... Like, this whole business here with this portal is cool. It is. But as a character and as, like, a villain, as a figure to root against, I don't see us having one. Based off of that premise, then. I don't know. Also, category 4 dimensional event. Yeah? It's like the DEF CON of Doom or something. Okay, well, whatever. That's pretty good. I actually got through that a lot faster than my first attempt. Alright, so... Okay, now this is... Getting into this one here. This level... This one was fascinating to me because I didn't expect this. Like, it's weird the setup for this because I figured that Doom inherently was going to be much more about playing in hell, right, and killing demons there. The fact that we were on Mars to begin with was already perplexing, but then finally getting to hell, you know, several levels in here, and it's really cool. Like, just looking at it. The atmosphere of this demonic voice that's going to show up. It's the art design of it and like the direction here is incredible to me. I think it's really creative. It's disturbing.
We'll set up a portal device at the tomb. Use the light poles to mark our path.
Yeah, you got it, sport. Okay, excuse me. Where'd he go? Hey. Alright, let's see here. I mean, there's actually quite a bit that I didn't get to last time. Let's see here. There's actually supposed to be a rune somewhere around here. Oh, okay, that'll work. Anytime now. Let's see here. No? Is this not a thing? Where the hell am I going anyway? Oh, yeah, here we are. I gotta get these skulls or whatever it is. So, one thing that struck me about this section in particular, is that this is what first made me kind of wonder about the different, like, weapon types and whether things were more useful against certain types of demons and stuff like that, because there's a couple new ones that come as a result of this section. But part of it, too, was that when I was playing it, there were so many different, like, ammo caches around that I was experimenting a lot more, and so I was like, oh, is that just a pure incentivization thing, or is it actually a matter of like, hey, by the way, you should be experimenting for the purposes of knowing which of these weapons does more against certain demons like this guy here or something, right? Like, I have no idea. But I don't suspect Doom has that kind of depth. It has depth, but not in that way. Alright, there we go. Thanks. I always wanted one of these. There you go. One thing I find intriguing about this kind of setting, and again with kind of the art direction and the things you can do with it. So one thing that strikes me about this is that you have this system where you have like you got to use an object and open up a door with a corresponding color, right? Like this concept of like a key card or something we've seen previously in other sections, and obviously it's a very common thing in games overall. What I like about this, though, is kind of the way that it does it, that you have to get this skull, and you have to place it in this doorway with, like, Eldritch runes on it that's unlocking some ancient demon spell to open the door or something like that. Like, it takes the concept, but I like, artistically, there's so much more going on. I really like that, actually. And by the way, learning a little bit more about kind of the history and the lore of Doom in this way is fascinating to me. It's like this idea that there is like this battle has been occurring for like since the beginning of time. The Doomslayer was killing demons, and this is just like another battle in the war or something. I don't know. That concept is very fascinating to me because there's a lot of I could see a lot of themes and stuff as far as what the Doom guy is, and the concept of an eternal battle against hell and all those kinds of ideas, right? There's a lot to play around with. And again, that's kind of reading into it a lot, but that's the way that I interpret it. Whether or not it's trying to do that is interesting to me. Ah, shit. That is not... that's not as fascinating. Hey! Fuck out of my way. Oh, there's a couple of them. Let's see here. One of the better glory kills, in my opinion. Alright, got that. Thanks. Appreciate it. Just another fine addition to my collection. Okay, so I gotta go... Let me go put that into the... whatever it was there. Oh, I suppose I gotta do this first? Oh yeah, I remember you. You know, looking at this thing, I don't know why this occurs to me. It's it's the Caco Demon or Keiko Demon or something. That's got a neat name to it, enough where I remembered it. It's just... I don't know. They got a cool way with the design of these that make them feel distinct. I think I like that one in a way because it kind of flies around. It's like popping a balloon. Ooh, okay. Not bad, not bad at all. Here. Help yourself. Get the fuck out of my way. You think I got time for your pissant ass? It's kind of it's weird. It phases out on that glory kill animation. That's kind of funny. Oh yeah, the floating demon heads. Yeah, no, really, that's great. It's such a strange looking creature. That's quite fun. All right, get that. Very good, very good. Ooh, that's really unfortunate for you. Oh, shit. Oh, get the health. These ones intrigue me. These are like the most humanoid looking demons they have so far. Even more than the other ones, which kind of look like goblins or something weird. What is this one? What is this thing? That's the auto map. Oh, I guess I missed that last time. Okay. Nice. Hmm. I don't know. There's a few things I have found. I think I found all the toys and shit. Which I thought was really funny. It's like, I'm going through this hellscape. There's demons everywhere. It's dark. It's grim. It's very gritty and like violent looking. And then there's just like a stuffed animal of the Doom guy hanging out. Like there's no reason for it to be there too. At least on Mars, in a facility with like where there was people around, you could kind of justify that. But why the fuck is it in hell just hanging out somewhere on a ledge?
Was the Hellwalker, the unchained predator who sought retribution in all quarters, dark and light.
Yep, that's me. What is this one? I think I got this one. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, this one. And by the way, one of the things was perplexing. Why are they fighting each other? What's the sense in that? But I don't get that. You would think all creatures like of hell or wherever, you know, whatever, would kind of be on the same side or whatever. But like I don't get, like I don't want to get involved. I want to wait till this kind of concludes first. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Wait a minute. Didn't you hear what I just said? Hey, fuck out of here. All right, now we can fight. I just sent his ass flying. What the hell was this thing called? Like the Baron of Hell or something like that? Fuck out of here. Excuse me, screaming floating heads. I gotta get by here. The slow-mo jump. Okay. I kind of like that it doesn't actually truly stop time. So it makes it more consequential, which you'll kind of pull out of your pocket, because you can make some quick decisions depending on what you have. But I haven't faced anything that's tremendously consequential. But like I could see where there's a situation where it's like, okay, you're doing that, and it doesn't truly stop it, so you do have to be a little bit smart then about pulling something out. Something like this, by the way, which I haven't really gotten a lot of use out of yet, but boy, was this one fun too. Oh, you son of a bitch. Let's see here. That's pretty good. There's nothing like sniping them. That's, Oh, it didn't work. Okay, that did the trick. It's just too goddamn easy. Oh, does this work? Oh, no, it does. No, that's something for sure. Jesus Christ. Okay, well. Yep. For sure. I kind of like that mechanic. I was a little bit skeptical about it at first. The idea that, like, you had to have a certain amount of fuel to take it out. Because I don't think you see enough chainsaw ammo. I wish there was more, frankly, but I kind of understand why there's not. because you get the ammo from it. I imagine it's supposed to kind of be more of a last resort deal.
His prowess was shown in his crusade. The Seraphim.
So at the end, the Dominion of the Dark Realm. So I always kind of figured that wasn't going to happen. Like, you're not... I don't know, that's an interesting prospect, the idea that you're going to kill all of the demons in hell until there's no more. And then, like, what does that even mean? What does that look like? I guess I didn't consider that. I always figured it was this eternal battle between the forces of hell and then this, you know, nameless, for the most part, faceless soldier or whatever, who could be a symbol for all sorts of things. I mean, it's the battle of good and evil. Like, that's what I was talking about before. Maybe I'm reading too much into the depth of, like, what the lore is or whatever, but that's kind of what I always envisioned Doom would be about on a broader sense. Like, it would be about killing demons in hell, yes. But when you actually think about this particular person, like, are you ever going to win the fight against the presumably endlessly respawning demons in hell? No. So you have all these kinds of ideas then to play around with. I don't know. But then it went to Mars, and I was like, okay, well, what the fuck? Yeah? Tell me a little bit more about that. Excuse me. Ah, shit. I knew I was taking my sweet-ass time climbing up that. Oh, shit. It's just that simple. All right, where is it? Okay. And so this was I mean, they call it a tomb. I called it a sarcophagus when I played it the first time. The point is, though, like, so this is where we were at then? Is that, and then that's how we get to the beginning of the game? We're kind of just, like, you were on the stone slab? Like, is that what this is supposed to be? That's what I assumed. That's really intriguing to me then. We were, like, sealed away? Is that why the demons of hell are, like, proliferating? Because we weren't there to hold them back, as it were? I don't know, like, this is where the ideas of Doom really are intriguing to me. As far as, like, the lore. Okay. I'll tell you what, guys. This is where I got to last time, so we're gonna leave it here. Okay, well, this is where I was caught up to as far as the actual game overall. I'm back to where I was prior to kind of having to re-record and everything. So, I'm pleased with these sections. I think that the thing that surprised me was the contrast between the Hell section and then kind of the rest of the game that we've been playing in so far with the Mars facility and whatever, which I think is intriguing in its own way. But I think the art direction and the sections in Hell there, I think was a lot better. I kind of wish it was actually more of it. And I suspect that we're getting into another section where we're back on Mars or something like that in some kind of capacity, which is all well and good. I don't mind that, I guess. It's been fun gameplay-wise. But I think just kind of the idea that you actually are in hell fighting, like, there's something about that I was expecting. And finally getting to that and having my expectations not only met, but also exceeded as far as what Doom has offered with those ideas. I want more. I kind of hope that there's more of that in the game. I'm not really sure exactly how that's going to look, because at the point, I believe, of how we got there was that they opened up the portal. Olivia opened up the portal, presumably sacrificing herself. Again, got to find out kind of whether that's really the end of her as a character, and if it is, what happens then. But opening up this portal, actually going to hell, I mean, I assume it is. Boy, it sure fucking looks like it. Like, and now we're back, though. It was just like in and out. I'm not satisfied with that. And that's actually a good thing, that it's so creative and it was different enough, and the means of like the platforming and the combat, and even, like I said, the things with like using the skulls to open sections up and stuff like that, like all that was so well done that I want more. This is a compliment. This isn't a criticism. Getting back, I assume, then into kind of the Mars facility stuff. I mean, maybe we'll go outside and on the more like surface of the planet and stuff like that, kind of like we did at the beginning of the game. I guess there's a lot of room for expansion on that, rather than being in kind of this this mechanical, facility or factory or whatever you want to kind of describe it as. I don't know. That's the main takeaway that I got from this, other than kind of the story implications of what's going on with Olivia, if she's going to be around as a villain, and if not, then who do we have to root against? I don't expect Doom to have a lot of depth, honestly, especially given the way that we were thrown into it at the beginning of the game without any kind of real explanation. Like, it's done really well despite that. I'm not holding that against it. I think in general, those stories, they are usually helped more by the fact that you have a good villain than any kind of thing as far as your protagonist, which again, like, Doom Guy is not really a character, which is fine. It's more of a vessel for the player, based off of kind of what I'm seeing. But that means I need somebody to root against. And with Olivia presumably gone, then we only have a couple other characters that have, like, names and some dialogue that are communicating with us. And I don't know if it's going to be Sam, or what exactly the point of it is then as far as the setup. So there's a lot going on between the gameplay and kind of the story and the lore of Doom here as it is. I'm very pleased with the direction of this so far, even though having to re-record it, kind of a bit of a pain in the ass. This attempt ended up being actually about 30 minutes shorter than my first one, so I apologize if this seemed like I was rushing through it a bit and I wasn't maybe exploring as much, because there literally wasn't as much to explore and get, because I already did so. So I apologize for that. I appreciate you guys kind of having the patience and dealing with my absence, as it were, taking a break as far as making videos. I'm hoping that with this one being of better quality, that I can start kind of finding the motivation to do the other games that I've been going through as far as the channel. More aliens, more zombies, finally getting into Infinite Warfare, and then, of course, some more Bully. So that's all I got for this one, guys. Thanks for watching.